Dadi's lips.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
ओम शांति का उच्चारण तो करते ही रहते हैं, लेकिन ओम शांति
We always say the words Om Shanti, but what is the meaning of the word Om Shanti?
अर्थ स्वरूप में टिक जाए.
So what is the meaning of the words Om Shanti? So if we're able to stabilize ourselves in the meaning of Om Shanti, that's the aim, that's the effort we are making. The meaning of the word Om Shanti is that being aware of my true form, that I, the soul, am a peaceful being. So no matter there might be some peacelessness in the drama, but when we remember the words Om Shanti and the meaning of the word Om Shanti, the peacelessness will finish. Just as there is darkness, so when during the darkness we just switch on to bring light. So there's light just by switching on, and darkness disappears naturally. So we are habituated to doing that, switching on the light to bring and the darkness to go. Because it's through practice we experience. To the extent we practice to stabilize ourselves in the meaning of the word Om Shanti, throughout the day we will experience peace, and peacelessness cannot come. And Baba wants from every child for us to become equal to him, like Brahma Baba. So what is your aim and objective? Is to become equal to Brahma Baba, isn't it? Or are you just happy with whatever little you receive? So you want to become like the Father. So raise your hands if you have the thought to become like the Father. So it's very good that all of you raised your hands quite high up. So with that awareness, let me check myself on a daily basis that throughout the day, did we follow the Father? And this is a very easy aim that Baba has given us. Whatever the Father, Brahma, did, all we have to do is to follow the Father. So to follow the Father is very easy. So I suggest to everyone that before going to bed at night, so you should give your chart to Baba of the whole day, whether it's a good chart or not such a good chart, but you should give your chart to Baba before going to bed.
तो आप गलती जो की ना उसकी माफी भी ले लो बाबा से.
So Baba once was saying that if you made a mistake, then you
क्योंकि
ask for
अगर यहाँ
forgiveness
माफी ले लेंगे
from Baba. Because if you ask for forgiveness from Baba
तो
now,
फिर
here,
धर्मराजपुरी में इस की सजा नहीं मिलेगी.
then you wouldn't have to experience the punishment with
और
the
हमने
Dharamraj,
देखा
the
है
supreme judge.
कि सारा
So
दिन
ask for
जो भी किया
forgiveness
जाता
here.
है वो दिमाग में रहता है.
And my
और हम
my
सो
observation
जाते
is
हैं.
that whatever we do throughout the day stays with us, and then when we go to bed,
रात्रि को नींद में भी क्योंकि दिमाग भरा हुआ है तो नींद में भी कभी कभी
because the intellect is full of those thoughts, then even during night, even in our sleep and dreams, we remember those things.
सबको रात्रि के टाइम सदा सोने के पहले
So it is very important before going to bed
को सारे
every
दिन का
night
चार्ट
to,
बता के
to give your chart to Baba
और फिर सोना क्यों
and then go to
खाली हो
sleep.
जाती है
And then when the intellect is free, it's empty.
खाली बुद्धि में देखा गया है कि नींद बहुत अच्छी आती है.
So when the intellect is free of other thoughts, then you're able to sleep well.
नींद
Then 2 hours sleep,
4 घंटे का अनुभव कर सकते
2 hours would feel like as though you had 4 hours rest.
और वो नींद भी ऐसी आती है
So that sleep is also
जैसे हम योग में एकदम साइलेंस हो
it's like experiencing silence during yoga. So that sleep would be like experiencing
नींद भी बड़ी
silence whilst in yoga. So you get a very good sleep. So
हमारा लक्ष्य जो है
I aim and
बाबा
objective
समान बनना
is to be like the Father.
तो बाबा को फॉलो करना बड़ा सहज है.
So to follow the Father is very easy.
बाबा ने ये किया
Baba did this or didn't do this.
नहीं करना है.
So if he didn't do it, I shouldn't do it. And if he did, then I should do it.
तो हम सबको ये लक्ष्य अपना बार बार पक्का करना
So we need to remind of our aim all the time.
क्योंकि फॉलो फादर
So if we follow the Father step by step,
तो हमारे सब कदम कैसे अच्छे.
so then every step that we take will be very good.
कहा भी जाता है
It is said, it's
पहले
remembered,
सोचो
that first think and then act.
तो ये सोचना है कि फॉलो फादर है.
So we have to find out whether we are following the Father or not.
आजकल बाबा हम सबको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए दो बातें का अटेंशन
Baba is drawing our attention to two things to make us move forward.
वो कौन सी दो बातें.
And those two things are,
एक तो बाबा कहते
firstly,
हैं
Baba says
कि संगम युग के समय का महत्व
that keep importance
और
of
दूसरा बाबा
this
कहता है
time of the conference age in your mind,
संकल्प का भी अटेंशन रखो
and that pay attention to your thoughts.
क्योंकि योग
The
भी
importance
हमारे
of time
संकल्प द्वारा ही
of the conference age and attention through to your thoughts,
संकल्प अगर हमारा श्रेष्ठ है
because it's through thoughts we experience, and if our thoughts are elevated,
तो हर संकल्प के महत्व से हमारी जमा की राशि बढ़ती जाती है.
and because of the power of all these elevated thoughts, our account of
समय
accumulation
कौन सा है?
is
अभी
greater.
ये attention देना है. अभी पुरुषोत्तम संगम
So
युग
this
है.
is the time to become the most elevated of the human
इस
beings,
समय का इतना
Purushottam
महत्व है,
Sangam Yug. So the importance
जो
of this
कोई
time is
भी
so
युग का
great
इतना महत्व
that there
नहीं
isn't
इस समय.
that greatness of any other time
जैसे
like this.
देखो इस आधा पौना जन्म आप बाबा के कोई किस समय बने, कोई किस समय बने.
So maybe this life, this birth, or some of you may have belonged Baba for half of the birth, or
थोड़े समय में
3/4 of the birth, or even less than that.
और
But
मिलता
within
क्या
that little
है,
time that we make the
21
effort,
जन्म की
the return of that is guaranteed for 21
आधे
births.
पौने जन्म में
So within this half a birth or 3/4 of the birth,
गारंटी
and
है,
to receive the
कितना
guarantee
समय
for
का
21 births. So can you imagine the importance of the current time?
अगर इस थोड़े समय को अटेंशन दें
So if we pay attention
तो
to this
प्राप्ति
time,
कितनी बड़ी.
then the attainment is so great.
अगर प्राप्ति को सामने रखें
So if we
तो संगम युग
keep
का
the attainment in front of us,
एक सेकंड कितना बड़ा हो गया.
then the confluence age, the second of the confluence age is so great.
बाबा कहते हैं
And this is why Baba
इस
says,
युग के महत्व को जान
so understand the importance of this age.
आप एक संकल्प भी व्यर्थ नहीं गवा.
Do not allow even one thought of yours to go to waste.
क्योंकि बाबा ने सुनाया था
Baba was telling
जो
us,
पुरुषार्थी जीवन में मेरे बच्चे चल रहे
so the
हैं,
souls, my children who are effort makers,
आजकल बुरे संकल्प कम चलते हैं.
so because we are effort makers, there are not that many negative thoughts,
वो चलता है.
but there are a lot of waste thoughts. This is what Baba was giving the chart for the children.
संकल्प चलने से
So when there are waste thoughts,
ऑटोमेटिकली बोल भी उस समय जब संकल्प व्यर्थ चल रहा है तो बोल भी व्यर्थ चलेगा.
so automatically, naturally, the
कर्म भी
actions, the words will be not right, because thoughts are the basis, the foundation.
अपने संकल्प की चेकिंग करो.
So Baba is saying that check your thoughts.
समर्थ है
Are they powerful
कि व्यर्थ है.
or are they wasteful?
व्यर्थ संकल्प चला तो समय भी तो व्यर्थ गया.
If you have waste thoughts, then your time is also wasted.
और थोड़े समय में
And within this short time,
प्राप्ति है.
the attainment is such great.
जान करके अगर हम
So, understanding the importance of this time,
कभी नहीं चले.
we would not, if we understand the importance of the time, we would not allow ourselves to have waste thoughts.
आजकल बाबा ने बहुत अच्छी युक्ति सुनाई है.
Sorry.
व्यर्थ संकल्प
And the method that Baba has shown us, that we don't have waste thoughts,
क्योंकि मन में ही तो व्यर्थ संकल्प चलते हैं ना.
so it is in our mind that waste thoughts
बाबा ने
occur.
युक्ति बताई
The
है.
method, the tool that Baba has given us,
आप मनसा सेवा के ऊपर अटेंशन.
that pay attention to Mansa Seva. Mansa Seva, that is the service through mind. So by paying attention to service through mind, the mind becomes occupied.
अगर मन आपका बिजी है
And if the mind is occupied, is busy,
व्यर्थ चलने की बात से बच जाए.
then it will be saved from wasteful thinking.
और मनसा सेवा में
And service through the mind,
जिस आत्माओं को हम सुख शांति
the souls that
का किरणों द्वारा अनुभव कराते हैं,
and the souls that we reach
उन्हों का
through the power of vibrations, through meditation,
जो दुआएं मिलती है
and the blessings that we receive of the souls
संकल्प
that we serve through mind, enables our thoughts to become more powerful.
ये हमको
So by doing service through mind and the blessings we receive from the souls that we serve, it enables our thoughts to be more powerful.
आजकल बाबा
So these are the new methods that Baba keeps sharing with us.
मनसा सेवा में
So Baba has been reminding us that experience what it is to serve through mind. So today, as is the
बड़े लोग होते हैं
system,
उनको बहुत काम रहता है.
So the important souls, important people of the world, they're very busy. So what is the method they use? Now, they might be in their room or the office. They're within the room or the building or the office, but they would say out. So when people see that they are not there in the people who had come to interrupt or meet them, they return and they're able to carry on with the work. So similarly, if your mind is occupied with service through mind, then it's like putting the board saying out, not available. Then you're able to accumulate and you'll be able to be introverted and will be beyond the attraction of the sense organs or the influence of the sense organs. So from time to time, the methods, the tools that Baba has been sharing with us, and currently, presently, the serving through mind, Mansa Seva, is what Baba has been emphasizing on. So when you eat fresh food, there's more power. So whenever Baba suggests something, and when we practice those points, those methods, then there is more power because there is blessing filled in it. So this practice is easy when we are here, because here we only have two things to do, to study and to eat. And obviously the vibrations, the environment helps us as well. So within this environment, if we pay attention, so we'll be able to attain the aim that we had for ourselves, to be like the Father. So take the help of the surroundings. So pay attention to the ways thoughts. That's what Baba has been reminding us. And secondly, pay attention to the time. Understand the importance of time. So no other time, no other age is as important as this age, this time. Because it's this age that we actually find God, we meet God. So we attain God at this time. It is this time that we experience the fruit of the bhakti, which is gyan, which is knowledge. We do not receive knowledge in any other age. We do not get the return of bhakti. Bhakti starts from copper age. It's only now that we receive the fruit of bhakti, which is knowledge. And whatever attainments we have, there's no other time that we have the attainment of 21 births in one birth. So from being just an ordinary soul, ordinary human being, we become the deity soul. And this status, this position is only available, attainable at the confluence age.
इतना महत्व समय का है
And so you can understand the importance of this time. So when we
ऐसे
actually
समय तो इतना फास्ट जाता है
waste the
कहते
time,
अभी अभी तो एक ही कर रहे हैं ना
so as such,
लेकिन ऐसे
time
कहते
flies in
हुए
no
भी 15
time.
मिनट, 20
That, oh, I just did this for a little time, but even 15-20 minutes would
और
have been
संगम
wasted
युग
doing
के
that.
15-20 मिनट
And 15-20 minutes of
एक
confluence age,
कितने टाइम महत्व का है और कितना बड़ा टाइम काम का है
so this time is of such importance.
इस युग में हम जो बनने चाहें भविष्य में वो बन सकते
So it is in this age that whatever we want to become,
चाहे
we can
सतयुग
become.
में राज तख्त पर आए
Whether we want to be
चाहे
attaining
तख्त पर नहीं
a
बैठे
throne, a
तो
kingdom in
royal
golden
family
age.
तक तो आएंगे
Okay, maybe we don't sit on the throne itself, but we become part of the royal family.
तो एक संकल्प एक समय
So one is the thought and the other is the time. These are two
दोनों
things
के
we need to
ऊपर
pay attention to.
हमारा अटेंशन है
So check whether we have attention to the
क्योंकि अटेंशन
both of these
है या
things.
नहीं है उसकी चेकिंग होगी जो संगम समय की प्राप्ति है अतीन्द्रिय सुख योग से अशरीरी
So the
पद का
attainment of the
अनुभव,
confluence age is
परमात्म
through
मिलन
meditation
के अनुभव,
to experience that bodilessness stage, to experience that connection with the Supreme, to listen to the versions
ये
of
और
God,
कोई युग में नहीं।
of the Supreme Soul. There's no other time when we have
जो
all these
हमको
attainments.
स्वप्न में भी नहीं था
And these were things we never even dreamt of receiving.
कि भगवान ऐसे हमारा बाप भी बनेगा
That Supreme
शिक्षक भी बनेगा
God will become
गुरु
my
भी बनेगा
Father, my teacher, my Guru. We never even dreamt of it.
इतना बड़ा भाग्य हमको
This is a fortune that we're receiving.
ये अगर अभी साक्षी होकर के हम देखें तो स्वप्न में भी नहीं था
So if we are really a detached observer and check,
भगवान
even in our dreams, we never thought of something
मतलब
like
को
this.
ढूंढकर
But God Himself has found us
भाग्य दे दी
and has given us this fortune.
है ना, तुमने बाबा को ढूंढा
Baba asks
या
us
बाबा ने आपको ढूंढा
whether you searched me
तो
or
किसने
found
ढूंढा?
me
भगवान ने
or
ढूंढा।
did Baba find
तो
us.
पता ही नहीं था भगवान है कौन
Well, God found us, isn't it? Because we didn't even know who God was.
लेकिन भगवान को पता था और कहाँ कहाँ से ढूंढा है देखो
So, but God knew and
गाँव से
He
भी
has
ढूंढा है
chosen us, He has
फॉरेन में
selected
अमेरिका
us
से भी ढूंढा
from different parts of the world, from little villages to
है।
America.
हर एक को कहाँ कहाँ से ढूंढा है
So He's found us from different places,
कमाल तो
different
बाबा
corners of
की
the
है।
world. So it is the wonder of Baba.
अपने कलम पहले वाले बच्चों को
It's the wonder of Baba that
कर
Baba found
भाग्यवान
his children of Kalpa ago and shared this fortune with us.
अटेंशन देना चाहिए
So now we have to pay attention to
कि जो बाबा का संकल्प है या महावाक्य है कि बच्चे इन दो बातों का ध्यान रखो
So we have to pay attention to two things
वो
that Baba has been
attention
telling
हमारा
us
है
about time and thoughts. So check whether we
ऐसे
are
ही
careful about this or not.
चला जाता है
Oh,
पीछे ख्याल में आता
Or we
है
while away our time and then, or have wasteful thinking and then think about it, oh God, I did this.
लेकिन वो जो समय बीत गया वो तो फिर
Because
वापस
once the time is gone, it's not going to come back to you.
और व्यर्थ संकल्प
wasteful thinking.
की भाषा क्या होंगी?
What would the person who
क्या, कौन,
have
कैसा,
waste thoughts
कैसे?
have questions why, when, how, and in Hindi they all start from the word, the letter K.
जाने के बाद
So when you allow yourself to go into this wasteful thinking, then your happiness is gone.
जो सुख शांति
The happiness,
प्रेम की प्राप्ति
peace,
है वो
bliss,
खत्म हो जाती
all of that is finished. All the attainments go away.
है। तो अभी समय है
So this is the time
जमा करने का।
to accumulate.
और जमा करने का समय जो है वो अगर हमने गमा दिया तो फिर कोई भी जन्म में हमारे जमा का खाता नहीं,
So if we
खर्च करने का होगा।
forget to accumulate this time, then there won't be any other time for us to accumulate, because the rest of the time is for us to spend, but this is the only time that we can actually accumulate. So every version of Baba,
रोज मुरली जो बाबा हमको सुनाता है,
so the Murli that Baba speaks to us on a daily basis,
रोज हमको क्या करना चाहिए? पढ़ाई है हमारी,
so Baba
4 सब्जेक्ट
Baba shows us what we're supposed to do. We have 4
क्या
subjects
करो आज?
today, what you
वो
should
हर
be,
दिन की मुरली हमको बता दी।
what we meant to do the whole day. Murli tells
और हर
us,
मुरली में आपने देखा होगा
and in every Murli,
4 ही सब्जेक्ट पर मुरली जरूर होती है।
Baba touches on all the 4 subjects.
कोई कोई कहता है ना श्रीमत तो जानती है लेकिन क्या है वो स्पष्ट करो।
So many say, well, I understand Srimad, but could you please clarify this?
आज जो कहा वो मुरली ले लो।
So Baba, whatever Baba shared in the Murli today,
मुरली में 4 ही सब्जेक्ट में क्या क्या करना है वो हर मुरली में होता है।
and see what Baba is asking us to do as per the 4 subjects.
रोज की मुरली हमको बाबा रोज का क्या क्या करो वो रोज बताता है।
So on a daily basis, Baba tells us what we need to do.
रोज बताता है।
So even if we forget, on a daily basis, Baba shares that in the Murli.
मेहरबान है बाबा।
So Baba is so merciful.
और जमा करने का साधन क्या है?
What is the method to accumulate?
3 प्रकार से हम जमा कर सकते हैं।
In 3 ways we can accumulate.
एक तो अपने पुरुषार्थ से
One is through our own effort.
जमा कर सकते हैं और दूसरा
Secondly,
जो हमारे संबंध संपर्क में आते हैं,
those who come in our connections and relationships,
में रहते हैं
whether at home,
संबंध संपर्क वाले होते ही है, चाहे सेंटर पर
at the center, the people that you come in connection with and interact with,
जो भी जिस भी संबंध में आए, संपर्क में आए, वो हमारे से संतुष्ट हो
so let them be content with
और
you
हम उनसे
and you be content with them. So the way to
इससे
accumulate
संतुष्टता का
is
खजाना
to
बढ़ता है।
those who come into relationship and connection with you, let them be content with you and you are
हम
content
जो
with them.
आत्माओं की सेवा करते हैं,
And thirdly is the service you do of the souls.
और सेवा से उसमें कितनी खुशी होती है कि हमने अपने पिता को जान लिया.
In service, there's this happiness that I recognized Baba. My Baba has come.
चेंज हो जाता है.
And when they recognize that, the transformation that takes place, the change that comes in their lives.
सभी का पिता आया है.
So Baba
पैगंबर
is
नहीं
telling
है.
us that Baba is the Father, not just the messenger. Baba is the Father, not just the messenger.
पिता का बच्चों को परिचय नहीं देंगे, कोई भी रह जाएगा.
So if any child
रहना देगा.
is left behind without the introduction
हमारा पिता आया
of their father,
और हमको आपने बताया नहीं तुम्हारा पिता है.
so then they will blame you
थोड़ा तो वर्षा ले लेता.
that you didn't tell us my father had come, or else I would have also taken some inheritance.
कोई भी रहना नहीं चाहिए.
So let nobody be able to complain that to you,
क्योंकि आत्माएं दुखी तो है.
because souls are certainly very sad, in
अपने से
sorrow.
भी दुखी.
They're sad with themselves,
कारोबार से भी दुखी.
their political activities, they're unhappy.
इन 5 तत्वों से भी दुखी.
Nature-wise, they're unhappy.
सब प्रकार का दुख ही दुख है.
And there's sorrow
कितनी
of all
नई-नई
kind.
बीमारियां निकलती है जिसकी दवाई बेचारों को मुश्किल ढूंढ.
There is so many different types of illnesses that occur, and there's not even
और हमारे
proper
राज्य में
medication for those
न
illnesses.
कोर्ट होंगी न
And in our kingdom, there won't be any court, nor there would be any hospitals.
ऐसा हमारा राज्य
That will be our kingdom, and it's coming,
है ना.
isn't
नशा
it?
है.
Have you the
हमारा
intoxication?
राज आने वाला
This is
है.
our kingdom. That
है नशा.
do you have that intoxication?
हाथ उठाओ.
If you have, please raise your
नशा
hands.
है, हमारा राज आने
This is
वाला
our
है.
kingdom
आया
that's
कि
coming,
आया.
and it's coming. It's going to come any moment.
हाँ, माताएं
Mothers,
है ना.
isn't it? You have the intoxication.
अरे हमारे राज्य में किसको अप्राप्ति होंगी नहीं.
That there won't be any kind of lack
किसी भी चीज की
in
अप्राप्ति.
our kingdom. There won't be anything that's lacking in our kingdom.
बाबा कहता है सारा दिन ये नशा होना चाहिए.
So let there be the intoxication throughout the day.
हम अपना राज स्थापन कर रहे हैं.
This is what Baba warns, that this is the kingdom, we're establishing our own kingdom.
खुशी होनी चाहिए.
Let there be the happiness.
तो खुशी है.
Do you have the happiness?
खुशी सारा दिन रहती है
Does it stay with you the whole day,
या नहीं रहती.
or it doesn't stay?
बाबा तो कहते हैं आपका चेहरा दिखावे खुश मिजाज.
Baba tells us that your face should show that you're very happy.
और खुशी जाती क्यों है, उसका जाने का रास्ता क्या है, दरवाजा कौन सा है.
So the door for the happiness to leave you is, what is the
खुशी
door?
बाबा दे रहा है.
Baba
ये
gives
तो
us the happiness, that's understood,
अनुभव कर रहे हैं.
and we experience that.
जाती क्यों
But
है,
how does
उसका
it
दरवाजा
leave you? How does it leave you? What is the doorway for it to go away?
जानी नहीं चाहिए.
It should
लेकिन
not
चली
go,
जाती
but
है.
sometimes it goes away. So what is the doorway?
कहाँ से चली जाती है.
How does it sneak out?
व्यर्थ चिंतन,
Wasteful thinking,
बीती हुई बातों का चिंतन.
thoughts about past.
ये दरवाजा है
These are the doors.
खुशी जाने का.
Happiness just leaves you then.
जब भी आप देखेंगे कोई ऐसी बात हो जाती है.
So whenever you see that you're not so happy, it's like something has happened
जाके कह दिया मैं
and
हूँ ठीक है,
I'm okay, but
मेरे में कुछ
that somebody comes and tells me something about myself, I know I'm not that.
अभी वो जाके सोएगा, चला जाएगा, सोएगा जाके.
But the one who is said will probably go and have a nice, good sleep.
हमारे में कंट्रोल नहीं.
But if we don't have the control over our thoughts and within,
चलता रहेगा.
then the thoughts we'll have is
खाऊं कि क्या खाऊं.
about those, why did this person say this? I would not be able to eat, I would not be able to
का
sleep.
चिंतन
So when we have thoughts about matters
ये
of
है
past,
खुशी जाने का फाटक दरवाजा.
so this is the gate through which the happiness leads.
ये दरवाजा बंद कर दो.
So close that door.
क्यों कि हमको बाबा ने सुनाया है जो बीत गई उसके चिंतन से चिंता मिलेंगी और कुछ नहीं मिलेगा.
Because Baba has taught us that whatever has passed, whatever is gone, what happens when you think about it, it'll only bring you worry, it'll only bring you concern and nothing else.
कोई ने ऐसा कुछ कर दिया या कह दिया, ऐसी व्यर्थ बातों को सोचने से
Yeah, if there's matters of happiness, that's different. But somebody said something that's not right and you didn't like it, and when you think about it, then the happiness leaves. So when you think about others, when you follow the dictates of others,
ये खुशी को कायम कर दे.
and through that, happiness disappears.
अगर श्रीमत पर चले,
If you follow the dictates that are elevated, Baba's elevated
स्वचिंतन
directions, think about yourself,
कभी नहीं जाए.
then happiness will always stay with you.
हमारा चेहरा, बाबा तो आजकल कहता है आपका चलन और चेहरा.
Baba says your activity and your face should reveal who you are.
सुनाने से तो समझ जाते हैं, कोई समझते हैं, कोई नहीं समझते हैं.
When you share through words, some may understand and some may not understand. But your activity, your thoughts, so your face should actually reveal who you are.
उस दिन उसका चेहरा क्या बोलेगा?
For instance, if there is a poor person and receives a lottery, how would his face be that day? That the face would say, oh, they must have received something that's great.
ऐसा होना चाहिए.
So our face should also reveal such happiness. Our activity should be such.
जो चलन और चेहरे से ही समझे.
So through our actions and through our face,
इंटरेस्ट आवे क्या मिला है
people
तुमको?
can understand that we've received something, that they're actually interested in finding out what is it that you've received.
अभी बाबा ऐसी सेवा चाहता है.
So this kind of service is what Baba wants us.
सेवा
One is service through mind
खिंचवाता है.
that Baba draws our attention to, and secondly,
और चलन से आपका परिचय.
let there be introduction given through your action and through your face. You do not need to even say that you found God, but your face reveals that you have found someone, found something, and they themselves will be drawn to ask you, what is it that you found? You look very happy.
लगते हैं हमेशा.
Your face looks nice.
हमने सुनाया था ना, हम छोटेपन में जब
I
आए
often have shared that when we were little children, when we came to Baba,
तो बाबा ने हमें एक बात बताई.
Baba told us one thing, because we came from home and stayed in the boarding. It was a spiritual boarding,
तो कोई कहाँ से आए थे, कोई
and
कहाँ से आए थे.
we had come from different corners.
दो बातें बाबा हमको रोज याद कराता.
And two things that Baba would remind us on a daily basis.
आप वन वन की काठी.
Baba would say that you come from
से मेरे पास.
different, different backgrounds. It's like different trees coming together.
सबको मिलाकर एक चंदन का वृक्ष बना.
But what I need to do is to get you all together and create
चंदन का
a tree of sandalwood. The sandalwood has such fragrance.
और दूसरा बाबा कहता था,
Means they're from different family backgrounds, and then you come into one family. So your face should not be without
ऐसा होना चाहिए.
happiness.
तो बाबा मिसाल देता था
So Baba would say, what does your face should look
कि
like?
आप सभी का चेहरा ऐसा होना
It should be
चाहिए
like
जैसे खिला हुआ गुलाब होता है
like
ना,
blossomed rose,
ऐसे नहीं, साधारण रूप का नहीं
not an
खिला,
ordinary rose.
वो कितना प्यारा लगता है।
So blossom rose is so beautiful,
खिले हुए गुलाब
so
को
loving.
देखेंगे ना तो पता भी है इसमें कांटे होते हैं, लेकिन दिल होंगी आगे जाए।
Though you know that thorns are along with the roses, but if it's a blossom rose, it certainly attracts you to go close to the roses.
तो बाबा दूर से ही देख करके बुलाता था, बच्ची।
So when Baba would see our faces a little wilted, that we looked a bit tired, so Baba would call us from and say, "Child," and Baba would embrace us and make us smile and then send us back. Whenever he saw we were a bit wilted or tired and our face revealed that, Baba would call us and then would take us in their arms. So we children were just so happy that Baba had called us and Baba was taking us in his arms, and then we become happy. So we have to make our faces like that. So let there be happiness and let us share the happiness. So the slogan that Baba has told us to practice is be happy and share happiness. We'll have some meditation, and in meditation just have one thought. We want to go to Param Dham, the soul world, to Baba. So that's the thought we'll sit with.
तो सभी अपने अपने को एक बात तो ये चेक करना,
So everybody
खुशी कभी नहीं गंवाना.
check one thing, that
खुशी
let the
हमारा
happiness
खजाना है,
not leave you. This is our treasure.
गंवाना नहीं,
We should not lose it.
कार्य में लगाना.
In fact, use it, but do not lose it.
और दूसरी बात तो जो बाबा चाहता है कि समय संगम युग का
And the other thing that Baba wants
सेकंड
is
भी
that
नहीं जाए. एक सेकंड
even a
कितने
second
वर्षों
of
के
conference
बराबर है.
stage should not be wasted, because each of these seconds is
एक
worth
सेकंड नहीं
many
गंवाया,
years.
लेकिन वर्ष
It's
गंवाए.
not like we wasted 1 second, but we wasted many years.
इतना समय का
So this is the value
महत्व
of this
रखना
time,
है.
and we have to keep that importance in our mind.
और व्यर्थ समय को, व्यर्थ संकल्प को गंवाने के बजाय
And instead of wasting our time and wasting our thoughts, instead of doing that,
बाबा देता
the
है.
Murli that we listen to, the blessings that we
अगर
hear,
कोई भी संकल्प फालतू चलता है,
let's
तो
remember
मुरली
that.
की पॉइंट के ऊपर मनन करना है.
So if we find ourselves having wasteful thoughts,
लेकिन मनन
then
करना है. मनन
let's
करने
start
में मन
churning,
बिजी हो जाता है.
churning the points of Murli
तो
that
मन
Baba has
बिजी
shared.
हो, काम
That,
दे दिया ना मन
so
को,
if you
तो
give
यहाँ
work to
वहाँ की
mind,
बजाय
then it will stop
सीधा
wandering
रास्ते
here
पर
and there and
तो ये
come on the path.
रिजल्ट अपने निकालनी
So
है.
this is the aim, this is the
तभी
result we have
बाबा
to
के
achieve.
समान बन सकते.
Then we can become equal to the
ये
Father.
शरण से
So this is
वरना
the
खुशी
effort.
कभी नहीं कमाना.
This is the effort you have to
कल से
make.
चेक करना.
So
खुशी
check from
नहीं तो
now
नहीं.
that your happiness is not leaving
बाबा
you.
की दी हुई भगवान ने
This,
हमको सौगात दी है या खजाना दी है.
this is the treasure God has given us. This is the gift that God has given us, and I have to look after it.
और
So
मनसा सेवा में भी
churn the knowledge, be engaged in service through mind.
तो मनन करने से मगन हो जाए.
So when
की याद में.
you're busy churning Baba's knowledge, then you're able to be in that absorbed stage of meditation. Om Shanti.